Greetings and salutations, I am Salutations. This is my Dark Elf Future Battle Mage Extraordinaire, Teldren. Say hi to Teldren. And I would like to welcome you to my narrative Let's Play series for Skyrim Special Edition with a whole bunch of Anniversary Edition Creation Club mods, like fishing, and the cause, and what have you. Plenty of mods which were from, I guess, a year or two ago for Creation Club, but I never played them, so for me they're quite new. And I do hope you'll enjoy it. With that said, I guess we start the adventure. Hope you enjoy. After a rather dull fight with two wolves and an elk, Teldren goes on to the Whiterun Hold, in which he battles the most ferocious and strongest of all giants, which happens to be, well, the weakest giant in the game, with the help of three companions also known as hardcore cosplaying furries. With his mana points spent, Teldren now unleashes his wrath with his two-handed warhammer, ready to break the knight's knees and fell the foul beast. Upon felling the beast, single-handedly I might add, Teldren does a little bit of a victory dance, and the adventure continues.
You could make for a decent shield.
I'm not entirely sure if we'll be doing the companion quest line. It's a possibility. Most definitely we will be doing the College of Motherhold, the Magic Guild. And beyond that I'm not so sure. I can't guarantee we'll do this one. It's definitely a possibility, that's for sure. It's a possibility. But beyond that, I make no promises. It's a fun quest line, so it's a maybe. It's on the upper scale of meh.
Good luck.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
Upon entering the capital city of Whiterun Hold, also known as Whiterun, Teldren greets the greatest priest of all mankind. Afterwards, he will now head on towards the Cloud District, of which he gets to very often to do a quest for a great bow, the strongest bow in the game, the Bow of Shadows. After conversing with the Jarl of Whiterun Hold in the capital city of Whiterun, mostly about flying lizards called dragons, our great adventurer Teldren, he speaks to the steward of the Jarl of Whiterun, only to find out in a note, because Creation Club content has no unique voice lines, I guess, he finds out that the Jarl is in great danger, for an assassin is after him and his family.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
The basic gist of the questline to get the Bow of Shadows, it's very simple. It's a Creation Club quest, so it's not hard at all. Essentially what you have to do is go to Acadia's brewery, Cauldron, whatever, their store. It's right next to Belthor, and just get a ledger. After you get the ledger, you go to, I guess, the Whiterun stables. There's a dead bandit posing as a stable boy. You read his note, then you go to the Simon's camp, find another book, read the book, unless you're literate, in which case you just hurt your face and then magic happens. Afterwards, you go back to Whiterun, go to the Cloud District, enter Dragon's Reach, and you save the Jarl from the assassin. It's all rather easy. It's a bit, not even tedious. It's pretty easy. It's very simple. The hardest part, I guess, is if you're on low level, trying to kill the bandits, but, you know, it's a Creation Club quest, so all you have to do is hop down, get lots of healing, get the book, heal yourself if you get damaged, and, well, leave. Get a horse, hopefully, and then right off to the sunset, back to Whiterun to save the Jarl and be the hero of the city. Let's see. Beyond that, yeah, there's nothing to the quest. It's just get the books, kill the guy, get the bow. Easy as that. Simplicity itself. On his travels to Silent Moon's camp, Teldren encounters a red horse and, in his first try, He tames the wild beast and mounts it. Wait, no, he has to mount it to tame it. Never mind. He mounts it first try, and he proceeds on towards the Silent Moon's camp. Upon reaching the Silent Moon's camp, Teldren quietly and suddenly destroys an STD rat that attempted to infect him with, I don't know, rock joints or something? Or is that wolves? Regardless, he reaches Silent Moon camp. Undetected, he sneaks in and chooses violence on this day. He slaughters all of the bandits, claims his bounty, as well as some lunar stuff, as well as gets a fancy book made by an assassin, of which it details the exact moment in time in which he, the assassin, will attempt to kill the Jarl of Whiterun, who lives in Whiterun, the capital of Whiterun Hold. While the Bow of Shadows will be a very strong weapon, in fact, if you play an expert or match difficulty, it might be OP, a slightly bit OP, because it is now the best DPS bow in the game. However, I am playing in, well, you may have noticed already, I am playing in legendary difficulty, so I shoot pebbles whereas they shoot RPGs. Needless to say, me having the most OP bow in the game is not necessarily gonna help me much, but it'll be very, very useful in scenarios in which I can't use magic, or if I can't use my two-handed warhammer. Because two-handed warhammers, even in legendary difficulty, do a whole bunch of... man, it does a bunch of damage. It's fantastic. And yeah, so yeah, let's skip right to killing the assassin, all by myself, I might add. It was all me, entirely myself, me, myself, and now. The fight between Teldren and the vile assassin who wants to claim the life of the Jarl of Whiterun, who lives in Whiterun, the capital city of Whiterun Hold, is legendary. It's prolonged, it's long, it's a Dragon Ball Z kind of fight where they say it's 5 minutes, while in actuality it's in 5 hours. I'm now sounding like John F. Kennedy, and nothing ever bad happens to the Kennedys! And he, Teldren, defeats the assassin by himself with his own wit and strength, and thus claims his rightful bounty, the Bow of Shadows, a bow of legendary tales, of legendary history, and of power yet again, because saying power many times means that it's strong. With the death of the assassin, the claiming of the Bow of Shadows, the first part of Teldren's adventure, his first quest, is complete. With this new weapon in his arsenal, he stands a chance in a world which is set against him. A dangerous world with wolves, giants, seducers, and the seducers but with black camo, I guess, as well as dragons, eventually trademark. Now, he will go on an adventure for his second quest, a companion, the legendary Eric, the Slayer of Thoughts, Respecter of Women, the Master Beater. On his way to Rorikstead, ye old Rorikstead, the great Teldren encounters a strong and versatile enemy, a skeleton, very dangerous, and he, on his first try, defeats the Wild Beast and bests him in one-on-one combat. Upon defeating the Bone Champion that is the skeleton with the black hood, the great Teldren goes on and defeats the other two guardians of a, not a burial site, not a crypt either, kind of like a summoning table? A summoning table, of which a conjurer failed to control his creations, of which they turned against him. But the great Teldren, he can control his minions. He gets his book, learns a magic spell on how to summon Bone Boys, and so he, the great Teldren, gets a secondary companion besides his horse. A random Bone Boy that can take like 2 or 3 shots and then dies. I mean, it's a good distraction until I get Eric, but It's something. It's pretty good. Also, please note that the giants, coming to my rescue and well, becoming the antagonist all along, it's pretty cool. You'll see. You'll see what I mean with them being the antagonist all along. But yeah. A cautionary tale, always beware of bear traps on the floor. I went to this random seducers, Golden Saint, what they're called, golden guys? Jello boys. They have jello armor, golden armor, kind of like almost Greek-esque armor. Beware of bear traps. I went in there, they seemed friendly enough. They really did, they seemed friendly. I died to them like 5 times. They are very hard to kill, extremely hard to kill. But the bear traps, man, they are very dangerous. It's a one-shot kill. At least with the Golden Saints, whatever they're called, you can kill them. You can get a giant or two to help you out, to beat them up. But bear traps, my man, you gotta be careful. You can only blame yourself for dying to them. Teldren challenges the Golden Saint bandits to a fight. Honorable one-on-one combat. However, the cowardly bandits went all against him. 3 or 4 versus 1. So Teldren, in his infinite wisdom, acquired the help of giants. However, the giants were kind of done with helping him, since they already helped him with the Bone Boys. Therefore, the giants decided to attack him, not because Teldren was foolish and got too close to them, but because the giants were enemies. Yes. Let's see, what happened in this fight? Yes. Some guys became astronauts. I think 1 or 2 bandits went straight up to Mars, or straight to the moon. Up to the moon base. Straight there. No pit stops. Just straight there. And afterwards, I guess I saw this weird bug creature. Elytra? Elytrian something? Yeah, I couldn't quite get him because the giants were like literally behind me, so I had to run. I got my horse and sped off the speed of sound. After expertly evading the vile and angry and grumpy giants, the great Teldren encounters Thalmor, his arch enemies, the reason why he illegally crossed into Skyrim for sanctuary against the Thalmor of Venice. Menace. Not Venice. Not the city-state of Venice. Well, an ex-city-state of Venice. But menace, like bad guy. Danger. And he, Teldren, the great Teldren, in his first try, defeated the Thalmor. And freed a prisoner, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Wait, no, I didn't. I just killed the Thalmor and went on my way. But here's the thing, which, while in the end, it was very helpful, at the very end, I got a bounty. And here's something I don't quite understand. Okay, sure. I assaulted them and murdered them for no real reason. However, I do not believe any real Nord, Imperial, or Stormcloak, or hell, an actual Imperial, would be like, oh hey, you killed Thalmor agents? I'm sorry man, I'm gonna do my civic duty to turn you in because you are a bad person. You killed Thalmor, the people who want to kill all humans, those guys. I will die on a hill to protect them by putting you in a cell. Well, they didn't really put me in a cell, I guess, put 40 bucks, 40 duckaroonies to free myself for assaulting a Thalmor agent and killing them. I mean, all in all, for the murder of 3 Thalmor agents just for 40 duckaroonies, that's fine. Okay, never mind. I retract my previous statement, I got off very easily. Plus, I got a very legitimate way of going to Whiterun through fast travel. Yeah, not bad. You know what? Yeah. Thank you, Thalmor, for existing and giving me the bounty, because if you didn't, I would have had to walk all the way back to Whiterun and probably had to I guess, fight the giants again. Very bad guys, those giants. I don't know why they hate me. After that whole little bit of a fiasco with the Thalmor, and I showed it only a small portion of it. It took me like half an hour to kill them. Not fun. But yeah, it's limited difficulty. It is what it is. I'm also noticing that a bit more and more I'm talking a bit faster than I should, so I'm gonna try to tone that down.
Sure.
In these clips, you will see I got Hilda. Also, I shall rename her, or actually, I can't do that. I shall nickname her Lydia, because she is sworn to carry my burdens, and she blocks the way for doorways, so she's basically an honorary Lydia. Beyond that, I do enter, after many attempts, the inn to try to convince the very overprotective father of Eric the Slayer to allow him to become a mercenary. Now, here's the thing I don't quite get with this quest. The father is very protective for years now, and just me giving him 106 duckaroonies is enough to get him to be like, hey, yeah, you can take my son to a very dangerous quest, that's fine, no problem here. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, and yeah, I also got Sanguinous Vampirism, so that's cool, I guess.
Can't thank you enough, friend. I hope you'll come back to Rorikstead soon and pay me a visit. Maybe we can swap stories about our adventures over a mug of ale at the inn. All right, then.
After turning myself in to the Whiterun Guard, I returned back to that Golden Saints or Golden Seducers, the camp where I used the giants to kill the people, the bandits. That camp, where the weird Elytra guy was. I went back there to reclaim him, and apparently I can also use him as a secondary pet, besides Lydia the Goat, to hold my burden, so extra inventory space. Playing in survival, so that's very, very good. I basically have my normal carry weight now. Very good indeed. After I walked all the way back to, well, the outskirts of Rorikstead, I did encounter this little homestead. It's a Creation Club quest, which was the first time I went here. I was very confused. I've never seen it before. I thought it was kind of like that shack behind Rorikstead, closer to Markarth than to Whiterun, where it had this guy who died to skeevers because he had a skeever pet or something. So at first I thought it was that, but no, it is Creation Club content. I already did this, so yeah, I'm not really sure if I should edit it out, since not many people... it's pretty old. I don't want to assume many people have done this quest, but if you haven't, there's going to be no commentary from now on until, well, after the quest is done, but I will essentially show how to do the quest. There's really not much to it. Essentially, the story is a child wants to, well, first, well, let me start again. A family moves to Rorikstead. The father wants to make a home there, but he spent lots of money apparently. The wife does some alchemy on the side because, you know, the husband spent lots of money on stuff. I don't know what, I didn't really pay attention. But essentially the dad is a farmer, the mom is an alchemist, but she keeps it to herself, and the son wants to be an Imperial soldier. Now the father does not want the son to be a soldier, and the child wants to prove himself. It's a sad story. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty sad story. So, to impress his father, the child gets his wooden sword, goes outside by a tree near a well, and tries to kill a pack of wolves. Now, I'm surprised the wolves actually killed this guy, because kids in Skyrim, they are immortal demigods. I have no idea, absolutely no idea how the wolves got it. No clue. I guess Deus Ex Machina, but yeah. Essentially, you have to get his sword, you have to collect all the notes, and then you have to put the sword in like a stud or something, by the child's root, and you get full ownership of the homestead. So yeah, it's a pretty simple quest. I'll shut my mouth and you guys can, well, have a free guide. Have fun. Knock yourself out. If it's a bit boring, feel free to skip ahead.
Thanks a lot. Here, take this for all your hard work.
And with that little quest done and over with, we go back to complete our main goal. To get and recruit Eric the Slayer, a legendary barbarian warrior who excels in light armor and two-handed weapons. However, he starts off with heavy armor and a sword shield. I don't know why they did it that way, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to assume the father thought, hey, if my son wants to be a mercenary, he might as well have heavy armor. Though the developers made Eric a barbarian class, so that means he's proficient only with light armor and two-handed weapons. Well, at least for combat, that is. He's also pretty good at archery, from what I recall. But yeah, with that, episode 1 comes to its conclusion. I got my Bow of Shadows, I got my companion, I got a goat, and surprisingly, I got this random bug creature that also can be a pack mule, so that's great. 3 different storage units for myself. Let's see, anything else beyond this? Yeah, no, this is it. Yeah, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.